Urgent Day Bears fan! Look at what just happened. Nobody saw this coming, huh? But first, make sure to subscribe to the channel because we bring you daily videos with the latest your team news, and don't forget to turn on notifications so you don't miss anything. Bears announced roster moves. The Chicago Bears on Monday made the following transactions, signed the following restricted free agent DL, Chris Williams, signed the following exclusive rights. Free agents DL, Jonathan Ford DL, Daniel Hardy OL, Bill Murray DB. Amir Speed Williams returns to the Bears, having initially joined Chicago via trade in advance of the start of the 2024 season. Williams has appeared in 30 career appearances, one start with the Indianapolis Colts 2021-22 and with Chicago last season, in addition to time spent with the Kansas City Chiefs 2023 and Cleveland Browns 2023-24. Last season, Williams appeared in all 17 games for the Bears, a single-season career high, totaling 23 tackles, 17 solo, including 3 sacks and 7 quarterback hits. Williams, who entered the league as an undrafted free agent in 2020, appeared in 42 games for Wagner University 2016-19, totaling 105 tackles, 41 solo, 6 sacks, 5 tackles for loss, 3 forced fumbles, a fumble recovery, and 3 blocked kicks. Ford returns to Chicago after joining the Bears in 2024, appearing in each of the last 4 games. Originally a 7th-round selection by the Green Bay Packers, Ford spent each of his first 2 professional seasons with the club, as well as the offseason training camp and a majority of the regular season in 2024 with Green Bay, before signing to Chicago's practice squad. Over his 4 games played, Ford totaled 9 tackles, 3 solo, including 1 tackle for loss. Ford prepped collegiately at the University of Miami Flataist, appearing in 50 games over 5 seasons of action with the Hurricanes 2017-21, registering 60 tackles, 21 solo, including 3 sacks and 8 tackles for loss, as well as a pass defended. And a forced fumble. Hardy rejoins the Bears after contributing to all 17 games for Chicago last season. Over his career, Hardy has appeared in 23 career regular season games with the Los Angeles Rams 2022-23 and Bears 2024. A primary contributor on special teams, Hardy added a blocked punt in 2024, which was returned for a touchdown, helping propel the Bears to a season-opening victory. Prior to entering the league as a 7th-round selection, 235th overall by the Rams in 2022, Hardy was a first-team All-Big Sky Conference selection following his final season at Montana State University 2018-21, totaling 100 tackles, 61 solo, 18 sacks, 30 tackles for loss, 4 passes defended, and a pair of forced fumbles over his collegiate career. Murray returns to Chicago, where he spent the 2024 season. Appearing in 3 games for Chicago last season, Murray spent the remainder of the year on reserve injured, entering the NFL as an undrafted free agent with the New England Patriots in 2020. Murray began his career on the defensive front before transitioning to the offensive line, where he appeared in 1 game for the Patriots in 2022. Murray prepped collegiately at the College of William Mary 2015-19, where he earned all-conference recognition twice, as well as FCS All-America honors following his final season. Speed rejoins the Bears, appearing in 2 games for Chicago in 2024 after joining the club's practice squad in advance of Week 4. Over his career, Speed has appeared in 15 career games for the New England Patriots 2023, Indianapolis Colts 2023-4, and Bears 2024, securing 6 special teams tackles. Defensively, Speed has secured 3 solo stops, including 1 tackle for loss. Over his collegiate tenure at the University of Georgia 2017-21 and Michigan State University 2022, Speed totaled 60 career games played, recording 87 tackles, 52 solo, and 5 passes defensed. Pausing this news just to say that if you want YouTube to keep recommending the latest The Monsters of the Midway news to you, it's very important that you leave a like on this video. Thanks. Now let's get back to the news. Biggest needs for Chicago. Bears after free agency. What are the biggest needs for the Chicago Bears following the 2025 NFL Draft? We look at a few different positions they could address. Lake Forest, Ildawas. Free agency is over a month old now, and the focus of the NFL world is to the draft later this April. This year's draft takes place in Green Bay as the NFL world welcomes in the newest talent to the league, and teams move forward with their offseason process. For the Chicago Bears, they addressed some big needs early on by trading for offensive linemen Joe Thuney and Jonah Jackson a week before the free agency period started. Then they agreed to a deal with Drew Dalman on day one, followed by landing veteran defensive tackle Grady Jarrett and then edge rusher Dayo Odeyingbo. Since then, the Bears haven't really made a whole lot of moves, as they have been smaller ones to address a few other depth needs. But with just a few weeks until the 2025 NFL Draft, there are some needs that the Bears can still look to. Whether that be in free agency or the draft, Ryan Poles and his staff can hopefully fill those voids and improve the roster for the upcoming season. We wanted to take a look at the biggest needs left for the Bears and if they can target a few veterans still out there or address those needs by using draft picks. Make sure to check back with the Bear Report for complete coverage of the draft and the offseason moving forward. Not a VIP subscriber to the Bear Report? Sign up now to get access to everything publisher Zach Pearson and the entire Bear Report team have to offer on all things Chicago Bears and access to the #1 site covering the team. Running back DeAndre Swift had a solid season for the Bears in 2024. Having two compatible backs is always a good thing, especially with Ben Johnson having Jahmyr Gibbs and David Montgomery in Detroit, Nick Chubb, Jamal Williams, Gus Edwards. J.K. Dobbins and Cam Akers are some veteran names that are still available. Some of these players have struggled to stay healthy, but in an RB2 role, they can be effective. If none of these players get picked up by the Bears, they will likely address the need in the draft. Some names to look out for are Ashton Jeanty, Omarion Hampton, Quinshon Judkins, Caleb Johnson, and Cam Skatebo. Wide receiver, the Bears made a few moves in free agency to address the wide receiver position, first signing Olamide Zacco and then Devin Duvernay. Recently, they added Miles Boykin to the mix as they continue to seek some more depth at the position. But are they done? More competition can be a good thing, especially with an offensive-minded head coach now in charge. Keenan Allen hasn't signed anywhere just yet and is available still after spending 1 year in Chicago. Other veteran options include Elijah Moore, DJ Chark, Tyler Boyd, and Nelson Aguilar. As for the draft, the Bears could look to add a player after day one, as there could be some intriguing options as early as day two. Ideally, the Bears would bring in a rookie with speed to potentially add another dynamic to the receiver core. Tight end the Bears' first signing in free agency was former Dolphin tight end Durham Smythe, as they added another Notre Dame tight end to play alongside Cole Kmet. But since that move, it's been quiet on that front, and the position room could use depth. Mo Alie-Cox, Jordan Akins, CJ Uzoma, and Irv Smith are some veteran options still available. These players have track records of being good blockers while still being able to contribute to the passing game. However, there is smoke that the Bears could be involved with rookie Tyler Warren out of Penn State if he's there at number 10. If Chicago doesn't go with Warren, this is still a good tight end class, and you could find a good player at the position later on. Either way, it does feel like the Bears need to add another player at this spot eventually. Offensive tackle might be the most important position group that needs depth. The backup tackles for the Bears are Kieran Amagaji and Theo Benedett. With injury history amongst the offensive line the past few seasons, adding another tackle is necessary. Joseph Noteboom, Tyron Smith, Jedrick Wills, and Andrus Peat are all still free agents. Peat would make sense given his history with Bears offensive line coach Dan Rauscher. If anything is sure amongst Bears fans, no one will complain of an addition to the offensive line. There are also options that the Bears in the draft, including at number 10. A player like Will Campbell or Armand Membu might be there, but if not, the Bears could look at Kelvin Banks Jr., Josh Simmons, or Josh Connerly Jr. Edge rusher, the Bears have a solid position group amongst the edge rusher position heading into 2025. The addition of Dayo Odeyingbo will certainly pay dividends, and both Austin Booker and Daniel Hardy are solid depth pieces. Adding a veteran edge rusher to the position group will only make this group stronger. Matt Judon, Preston Smith, Zadarius Smith, and Emmanuel Ogbah are some veteran options for the Bears. Zadarius Smith is familiar with Ben Johnson as the two crossed paths with each other in Detroit. At number 10, the Bears could take a chance on someone like James Pierce Jr., Michael Williams, or Shemar Stewart. And now, Da Bears fan, I want to hear from you. What's your opinion on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I don't know if you know this, but your opinion matters a lot for Da Bears. He'll be back any moment with more. The Monsters of the Midway News.